Thursday nights. Let's get out of this place. Will he make it? Will he? Should I go this way? There's a guy around the corner. I'm gonna jump over here. Just getting ready to start here. Is that Cole in Florida underwater chasing me? Good stuff, Henry. Got a little pre-show here. Just getting ready to go. I'm almost there. Give me a few moments. And we'll get her rocking and rolling on a Thursday night. What do you think about that? I'm glad you're all here. I hope you're in for a great time. And that you will provide it for us, because I need you. All right, little final boss time. It's my bike now. Dump it in the ocean. Another successful heist. If you look over the edge of that balcony right there, you'll see about 2 million lime wedges from the amount of times that I have completed that heist. Used to just do a speed run a day just for funsies. And now we're here. Happy Thursday, y'all. What's everybody up to? Welcome to Thursday Night Live. Got a little GTA Live Cayo Perico heist action as a pregame. What's everybody up to? I've been... whatever. Yeah. What's up? Fresh out of the shower for y'all? Because you deserve it. It's kind of warm in here. I opened the window and my blinds are going a little mad already. Give me a moment. I'm gonna scooch. I scooched it a little bit over, maybe a little less windage. Is this thing on? Did I do all that correctly? Could you hear me? Were we good? I think we're settle down. We'll go out of focus any moment now, but right now we're cooking with gas. I swear I've heard somebody say that. Is that a thing? Where is this? Boom. We're cooking with it. If that's whatever. Grateful Dong's been pre-gaming. Excellent. Magnus Lutz. Oh, boom, there's Thomas Conley. Whoa. Lava lamp looks like it's about to explode. I think it's on. Ah, jeez. Oh. It's almost just a blob up here, and you're getting a major reflection off the blob. It's really gonna start to flow for you, real nice, very soon. But Magnus Lutz, maybe I'll cut into a little salt series. What's everyone up to? We got news from Fred the Lug. He got the mini taipan and a great knife. No ting. No ting on the mini taipan. I think I'm just gonna have to buy the regular size one. I told myself I wouldn't cry. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. Dogs. Dogs, coffee, and noise. Yeah, no tang on the mini taipan from Best Tech. But as most of you probably know, the standard taipan, it got that ting. When you get that glow. So Fred does have the coated one. It was, you want to see a pic of it? Fred, can I show a pic? I don't know if your feet were in it or anything. I got to turn the brightness down when you show off a photo on the screen there. Table it. So we got that one. So it's the dark wash. Oh, it's definitely not color right, but you can see it looks like it's the darker, the coated one. Looks like a great knife, but it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that tang. Doo-wop. Something like that. So that is unfortunate, but you know, not how many, sorry, I'm being attacked by myself. How many knives do you have that don't? So, and are they bad? No, they're not. Blade is not coated. But the handle is. I thought some people were saying it was the coated titanium, like the dark wash titanium and stuff were the ones that I don't know. How's everybody doing? Clayton right there. Stickers came in from Stacy. I got some Stacy stickers. Aren't they great? Everyone go check out Clayton. I know you all do because he's a sweetie pie. Stephen Kern on a tear today. Sold 2 knives on eBay in an hour. eBay removed 2 of the manuals because they use a button. Yeah, that's them just calling out dumb. Yeah, I'm getting verklempt. What's up, knife nerds? Matt Conklin watching the elk room. The elk. You have elk in your yard? Wow. Elk are big. Elk are large. Stacy Bolster Blades. How is Stacy doing today? Always great to see you. Everyone loves. Dr. Drew Dude, Blind Woo, Fury, Burning Sables Forge, Grateful Dog, Magnus Lutz, Oh, Thomas Connolly, double up on them. Magnus Lutz for life. Fred the Lug, Snail Trail Dale. Dale, I'm sending you some stuff. Right? God, I'm all over the place. That sounds legit. We're going to say that. What's up, Henry? Cicero. Who's excited for Blade Show? Edwards. Edwards, I forgot. Towards the end of the day, I saw someone commented on one of my posts about an Edyard on one of my shorts, and they're like, where, who, what, how, what? And I'll give them a link to you. Everyone get yourself an Edwards. Got one right here. Smack it up, flip it, rub it down. Oh no. Well, damn. Okay, I'm going backwards here for a second. Who did I miss? Dirty Dan, what's up? We have a lovely Thursday night crowd. I had to lurk a little bit, kind of busy today. But I know our little buddy Tri-State is down on vacation, streaming from the beach. Kind of tried to hide in there. Yeah. Sure. Something to that effect. Stacy needs an Edyards. Everyone needs an Edyards. Everyone. Burning Stables shop live tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern. I hope everyone who can will. Yes. Yes. Rolling to the top. Ramsey's silent. Everyone, give Ramsey's a big up. He's always posting links for everyone. There's one for my Instagram. Henry G. Marco. I got everybody. It looks like Mac Jones. Kathleen Smith. How's Kathleen Smith doing? Yeah, you know, where's that picture? So we were talking in the live the other day, and it was funny that someone had mentioned it because I had recently seen as well. And now, of course, I can't find that picture. But we were talking about, my nose itching. Maybe doing something like this. To the shipwreck. See how basically the colors aren't coming through perfect, I know, because we've got a screen phone and I've brought the color down so you can see it. But notice how they just kind of knock down the edge to bring out a little bit of the brassy bronze or copper on that edge. What do you think about that, Kathleen? We can leave them. But they are dark, and I was wondering if I did that, it might lighten it up a little bit. Anyone thoughts? Looks like space. You guys, does that look like space? It looks kind of like space. And this is the piece in question that I am discussing about. Potentially maybe trying that. So I literally would just only go right on the edge right here and ring around the rosy. Maybe also then go in through the bolster line. Although I do kind of like that that's blue. What's up, David G? Space is really big. That's the reality is we'll never be able to yeah, what we can look at through a telescope is so far away, it's impossible. You know, you want to go to Andromeda, it'll only take you 2 million years to get there at light speed. Can I bring a carry-on for that? No. Well, I mean, yeah, you could. Is everybody in live chat? Take it out of top chat, swap it into live chat. Itchy nose, sorry. You like the blue line on the bolster? Same. Well, Kathleen, I'm going to think about it and look at it for a couple of more days here. And then it'll be good to go. It's been fun. It's been a fun one. It only makes me want to do more of them, you know, which is great. Only 2 million? You know, I mean, that's how long it takes light to get here from there. And that's it's the closest galaxy. I mean, and all the other millions ones are further away than that. So, I mean, the chances of anyone getting there from here, us getting to anywhere from there. Wait, scratch that, rewind it. Yeah. It's pretty cool. So, I bought one. Who else already bought one? Have I ever lasered over shipwreck? No. I've shavered lopper. I've lasered copper and brass, but never a shipwrecked piece. Interesting. Ramsey just posted a link to Burning Stables. Everyone, I'm guessing most of you already are aware, but if not, please go. What did I buy? From where, Fred? I haven't. Oh, what did I buy? I bought it. Yeah, I bought one. I'll show you. I couldn't not. It's like right before Blade Show and I made a purchase. Like, what? The reason is because the price was correct. And I'm very interested, and I'm not sure that they're going to be there. Fred, are you aware of the Migaron situation? Migaron is not on the list to be at Blade Show, but usually the Tack Knives booth has a good selection of the Migaron. So I'm assuming since Tack Knives is there, Migaron is as well, or they will have stuff for Migaron there. Crow's Blades, what's up? Can of Biscuit. How's it going? The Clint of the Crosby. J1 Doobie. So yeah, I don't know, Fred, if you are available to reply, or if anyone does know, I can ask Shane if he's bringing the Migaron and let you know. That'd be great. I mean, either way, we're going to be there. Speaking of Tack Knives, Magnificent Beast from Fred. And the Viper. I love the Viper. The crossbar lock, I don't mind it as much. I'm just looking for more non-crossbar lock stuff. But ultimately, this knife is fun and it feels really good when it's open. Although 0.08 on the blade, which, where are you, honey bunny? It's dark over here. When you've got your Orlock at a 1.5, come on. This blade is huge compared to the Orlock, and it's almost half the thickness. But the Jimps are absolutely fully choice. These are great. The ramped up poon right there, and then the index finger out. I really enjoy the feel of this knife and the look of it. Maybe not so much that. You put the liner lock in there, it would get rid of those 2 buttons for the Omega springs. And it does. It's really easy. This is a talker. If you want a knife to talk for you, Knife Puppet Theater. Was discontinued when we moved in here, and I never picked it back up. We're going to have to maybe do that. But Tack Knives got some fun stuff, and if they've got the Migaron, like they've had in the last couple years, so I'm assuming they will. But I wasn't sure if they were going to have this. Shit. We've been talking about this one here. This is the Migaron Carrick. For those that have not seen yet, the Migaron Carrick is a D2 blade, right? But before we get crazy here, let's scroll down. Custom configuration, you pick your handle, you pick your clip color, D2 HRC of 62, 63. 62, 63 D2. That is interesting. I need to get rid of this and this. Vacuum heat treated liquid nitrogen cryo treated D2 62, 63. HRC. Okay, I'm intrigued more. They give you a free laser engraving on the clip if you want, and then quick release on the scales so you can swap them easy. Reversible clip and button lock and liner lock. So you have a button actuated liner lock. What? That's okay. I'm in. So then on top of that, this particular configuration, $62. I want to get a titanium version. You get a titanium blue one with a, what, a bronze. Or yeah, I want the bronze one with the blue clip. But you could get like blurple and gold. or whatever, $59. So I actually ordered the gold with the blue like this. 59 bucks. Whoops. That didn't work. And that's including shipping. That's shipped. Mine looks like that, J1 Doobie. We slop shopping. Smoky Poo, did you just see why I did that, though? This is intriguing enough. Migeron, budget, D2, boasting 62 to 63 HRC on that D2. And then it's also a button actuated liner lock. This is like, for the budget person, this is like a customized fancy knife for the budget person's mentality. I love knives. I got $9 knives that everybody's got this stupid knife. But, you know what I mean? So in this case, the slop purchase was fine. Still slop. We can't all be as sweet as this Smoky P. Can we? Can we? Will I get it before Blade Show? I don't know. I have not ordered from Migeron in a while. So I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I saw Fred said something though. Now I gotta back it up. Just spoke with Shane at Tack Knives. He is not bringing Migeron. Well, okay. So now, there's your answer. So it doesn't look like Migeron will be represented in Atlanta, which is interesting. I bought that Carix, or the Carix. Is that what it's called? Where the hell is that? Migeron. I still don't know, since I've rearranged, where in the Scraptacular I Migeron. Can anybody help? No? 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 But where's the blue one? This is the one I got last year. 14C. All right. Apparently Migeron's going through some transition, whatever that means. Well, I mean, this is one of their new things. You know, again, $60 price range for some people is a no-go. Some people is a perfect range. Migeron wants to keep costs low so they can offer deals. And all the steel that I've gotten from them, I've thought was good. I haven't really had anything that wasn't holding up. What is up, Rachel? How are you today? Matt Conklin. Boom. Shoot. This is one I want to do a flipper to delete. Do a little Paul delete. One of the 1,000 things I'd love to do one day when I actually have 5 minutes and a stable mentality to I see you. I'm looking right at you. I see you. You better watch yourself. I'm going to start doing one of these again. This would make me start to get dizzy. I mean, I'm focusing. You're not supposed to sit 10 inches from the TV. Better call Paul. Oh, that will never not be funny. Too much coming out until like October. Well, tell me, Ramses, what are these things coming out? We've got a big show to go to in a couple of weeks, and I need to build a list so I can check it twice and go to the companies that are naughty and nice. You know, we're gonna get to it. Oh, and when Hate Nate gets here, I'm gonna ask him if we can listen to something. I mean, I can't just do it. I mean, I could, but Hate Nate shared a link the other day, and let me tell you. Thing of beaut. It's a thing of beaut. Look like one of those detailed close-ups of Ren and Stimpy. Yeah, if I wrinkle up the forehead and just like, you know what I mean? What's up, Ronald Dobbins? Okay, sounds kinky. Look at the Work Tough. Man, just staring at the camera for 15 seconds up close like that literally made me a little dizzy. I can get dizzy very easily, unfortunately. All right, Work Tough gear. Work Tough. Notice to, okay, come on, get out of, I don't. Where is it now? Why did that move again? There we go. What? Oh. All right, the Work Tough Devil Horn AEBL black texture grip. Interested in the shape. I like the big butt. I cannot lie. Good, decent clip as long as it's stiff. You can always just throw a ulti clip on there. I do like that blade shape though. That's kind of fun. How big is that? Overall 8.4, 4.3 inch blade. It looks like a lot of blade and kind of a shorter handle, but it is dark. You can't quite see the back. 150. What's everybody think? Work Tough's going to be at the show, right? I can imagine. TUV, what is it? W. Work Tough. Yes. Wyvern's knife, Severn's knife, Mallory's knife. Yes, yes, and yes. Did I know that Nate had that kind of voice? Bro, I mean, I didn't put it past him. He looked like the type. I mean, and that's not, there's no, it looks like he's my people. He looks just like the dudes I hang out with. And I mean, look at me. I put on a hat backwards and I look like I play bass for Pearl Jam or something. It could be worse. It could be worse. I got something in my eye. But yeah, Nate has the voice of an angel and you have no idea. But you might find out. You are, no, that curtain? It's moving. Oh, it's moving. I've got the fan on. So that's like, it's not the AC, but I do have the vent kind of moving some air. And so it is making the curtain just lightly flow. And the windows, well, that window is not open. That window is. This curtain over here is going whoop-a-chow. Work Tough comes with the sharpest edges ever. He's looking through the curtain. Little peep. Do I use an EDC pouch? Not really, David. I have a couple actually. One of them kind of sits in a stack of stuff. When I go on trips, I'll kind of load them up. I have one that's permanently like in my car that's loaded, but it's an EDC pouch. It's got a couple of knives, little mini tiny little sharpening stone that's not that bad actually, but it's tiny. I've got like a fingernail clippers and a tweezers and a bit driver and a little mini wrench and flashlight, you know. So I have one of those. It's loaded. It's one of those. It's like this big, you know, not a huge one, but that one is in my glove box in my car. I don't end up using it all that much because then I go on trips and I load up things full of knives and other stuff and bring them with. Anybody else carry a pouch regularly? And I don't carry a bag most of the time. And I do have a lot of pockets. So I can carry like 3 knives and a pry bar and a pen and have them all in like different pockets. And then phone in one and the wallet in one. And they're all still separated. Got to keep them separated. Smash that like button. It is better than smashing your thumb. What's Trish up to tonight? Anybody seen the Trish? Dude, it's raining. There's something out on the wing. Miss, there's something out on the wing. My EDC pouch was from the Swiss Tech Fire Kit. Ordered the Orbit Key 2 and 1 Tech pouch. David G's pouch. Can of Biscuit carries the EDC pouch when I'm bringing goodies. So all the time. I mean, you don't want to go anywhere without goodies. You got to be prepared. You got to be on the rect. I use a skunk bag for them goodies. You really want to see something scary? And when they pulled the body from the decrepit, twisted wreck, it looked like this. Narchar! What's up, Narchar? It's Hoffy. Moo. Moo.
At Stacy Bolstead Blades became a member. At Stacy Bolstead Blades celebrates 23 months of membership. Hey hey KDK hoo hoo hooty hoo 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 y'all. At J Corskadden 2486 became a member. At J Corskadden 2486 celebrates 22 months of membership. 22 months, that is what I calls KAE.
That is what I calls KAE. The way he said it was scary. Much appreciation to both of you. Stacy Bolstead Blades, 23 months at the D2 level. That is some wild sauce. How did we get here? How did it, you know what I mean? Thank you, Stacy. You don't even know how much I owe thee. Let me count the ways. 1, 2, 3, 4. And some more. Thank you very much, Stacy. Very much appreciated. I'll give you the Sparrow salute.
At GR8 Fulldong became a member. At GR8 Fulldong celebrates 14 months of membership. Owl emoji, owl emoji, owl emoji, owl emoji, owl emoji.
Dong will get you in 1 second. That was for Stacy. Oh my God. we got
At Matt
J22.
Conklinate became a member. At Matt Conklinate celebrates 2 months of membership. Hashtag DSKFS.
Hashtag. All right. Now I'm going to try here. We're just going to try. Okay. Next up, we got the one and only Jay Korskadin. 22 months. Thank you so much, bro. Boom. You got a full gecko salute there. Keep on rolling. We have the one and only 14 months.
At Ed_Durbin became a member. At Ed_Durbin celebrates 22 months of membership. It doesn't matter, it's only time.
Thank you, Ed. I'll get to you. I promise. Okay. Dong. My man Dong. The grateful Dong. The one, the only. Magna Sluts. Ho. 14 months at the Magna Cut level. Magna Sluts for life, bro. Can't wait to hang out soon. Thank you so much for everything that you do and support of the channel. Much appreciated. 5 owls up. We've got Matt. We've got Matt Conklin. Matt Conklin, 2 months at the gas station. DSKFS. One of my favorite knives right here. The Kansept Orlock. If you don't know, you know. You should know. You should. Wait, that doesn't even make sense. If you don't know, you know. You know? Kansept Orlock for the win. Thank you so much, Matt, for 2 months. Very much appreciated. And we have Ed Durbin. 5 times. It doesn't matter. It's only time. 5 times. 22 months for Ed. Boom. Give it up. Oh, my God. Come on. Well, maybe that's not going to come off. Edyards. 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 Shit. Edyards. I know I got another one somewhere. What was I named? Damn it, Edyards. Edyards. Thank you. Thank you very much, Ed. 22 months. Much appreciated. I appreciate all of the support of everyone. Special shout outs to those that are obviously. Okay, so the owls are out tonight. The owls are out. Magna Sluts for life. I bought a knife. A Viren VR folder. What? Every time the owl hoots, Grateful's dog bumps.
At Steven_Can became a member. At Steven_Can celebrates 16 months of membership. It's only time when you're having fun.
And we're having a blast. And we're having a blast. Steven, thank you so much. One of my new favorites. The Kubi Vagrant. I love this. This is a super fun one. Just a no-nonsense good user. I'm going to do something with this one. I'm going to mess around with it a little bit. His name is Dude. The dog's name is Dude. Everyone say hi to Dude. Steven, thank you so much for the 16 months. Awesome stuff. That S90V level for Steven. Steven, you got a link? We can look up some stuff, or I can send some people over, see if we can link some people with some beautiful things that you might have available. Feel free to let me know. But thank you very much, Steven. Much appreciated. Excuse me. Edyards. For not being a... I'm not a lanyard lover. See, I'm an Edyard lover. There it is. For not being a lanyard lover, I sure do have a lot of Edyards. That sounds legit. We're going to go with it. We're gonna go with it. I want to look this up now. What did I do up here? Stinker poo. I can't keep up. Now I lost. Where is it? Viren VR folder? Amazon? I mean, you've intrigued me to the... Damn it. I hate Amazon search. I never want that. Probably folks already know. Go to Amazon. Don't search with Amazon. Eat a Amazon search butt. It's not coming up. It's not coming up. Narchar. How did you spell it wrong? Viren VR folder didn't come up. I was looking it up. Glow micarta at Vosteed. I don't know. What's everyone think about it? I haven't seen it, so I have no idea. I think glow can be cool in certain cases. I'm not always a huge fan of glow, but I've seen some stuff with some glow, and it is pretty cool. I would prefer to have it be a material that I like over whether or not it glows. You know what I mean? But it feels like glow micarta. You like the Lulu? You can never have too many. Narchar's dog waves nonchalantly at dude. And a gizmo. Dude. Yes, everyone will think of Gremlins, but when I hear gizmo, I think of the sandwich at the state fair called the gizmo. It's bomb. They keep going up in price every year too. Viren knife. I remember they used to be like $6 and $8, and then now they're like $12 or $13 for this sandwich. Looks like burlap micarta. Burlap. Which one, Stacy? The one that he's talking about, the Viren knife? Because I do see one that looks like burlap. Which one did you grab? That looks like a Civivi. Look at that straight Civivi clone right there. That's 100% a Civivi clone. And this one looks like kind of like the handle of a beef. Oh, Vosteed's glow. I mean, $18. $18. Yeah, Vosteed can... I'm good. Gizmo is good. Get the pork chop on a stick and a bottle of the seasoning every year. Yep, J1. Pork chop on a stick is also good. There's so much good. Let's not start going food now. You got the one with the recurve on it? Interesting looking little beater. I'm always down with picking up something that's not, or, you know, it's very budget friendly because you can mess around with it. And if it ends up being garbage, it's like, yeah, well, I kind of knew. Sometimes you find something that gets fun. You can do something neat with it. They're not bad, but for 20 bucks a piece, says Ramses. Yeah. Blue accents, plain blade. Too early for food talk. I know. I would just start getting hungry. I mean, I suppose we could. Just it's disgusting. It's never, you never could. It's food. It's wonderful. I'll just get me hungry. So yeah, that's official. The Fred's Best Tech mini Taipan does not ting. Best Tech will be at Blade Show. I'm very interested in this. The lefty version. The fact that they have a left-hand version, that is rad. Grateful Dung already ate. I always eat something beforehand too. But 3 hours? Bro. I'll be hungry in one. I'll be snacking, you know. What's up, Steve? 00353. 00353. You know what I haven't checked in a while? Floor plan. Oh, they've got it. Here we go, kids. The floor plan is up. Last time I checked, it was still not up. Just finished some Chick-fil-A waffle fries. Dan probably hasn't. No, I have eaten, Rachel. I had leftover half of a burger because I ordered a bunch of shit for lunch. And then some a whole order of pretzel bites. So that'll keep me good for a little while. Send Dan snacks for his lives. I don't have anything like that set up. I never really. What's up, Paul? Check out Edyard's designs at the link provided by Ed Durbin. No affiliation. That was just a random coincidence. What's up, Mr. Might? Paul? He might. Paul got a little kitty knife. He got the little kitty knife. If anyone's gonna get the little kitty knife from it's Civivi, right? Or is it a Wavivi? It's a Wavivi, yes. Floor plan is up, kids. Floor plan is up. Paul, where'd you get that lighter? Did he post a picture? I might want to look at that later. Crap. Okay, we're gonna have to play this game. The old control roll. What you guys know about the old control roll, you know what I mean? I dig me a control roll. Dan, what are your thoughts about the Best Tech Wet Nelly? What? Huh. Top liner lock, it looks like. Oh, it's a frame lock with a button. Yeah. Right? Is that what I'm seeing? Show the other side. Yep, because there's that button. So top liner lock with the frame lock access. That's a cool looking knife. I can dig that. It's kind of a weird shape. What is it? Flipper tab only though? God, I hate. I don't hate. Okay. I don't hate. But man. Flipper tab only. Paul just got here. Paul just got here. Flipper tab only. You could use the button, Dan. You know, could you? Could you? It does look cool. Thomas. It does look cool. It's kind of got a funky, fun design to it. What are we looking at? Titanium and M-cut. What's M-cut? You guys ever hear of that M-cut? Was that Magna Cut? No. It's M-cut. It's like M-cut. It's like Magna Cut. There's a delicious full DLC Sonora on MW right now. Says it's Hoffy. How much they want for that bad boy? Neil McKenzie. I'm cool with a button lock, Rachel, but to be a flipper tab only, please just give me a hole. You know? Magna Cut shortened. No, it says M cut. They can get away with they're trying to be sneaky. You think it's Magna Cut, but they're like, oh no, we never actually said it was Magna Cut. You've misunderstood. This is M cut. They're being sneaky. Could you imagine if some company really did that? Or they just always spelled it just in a way so it wasn't, like Kevin Smith and Nas. What? Let me have a fuller at least. Narchar, spitting truth right there, y'all. I mean, come on. How hard would it be? Why? I know there's a few like super high-end knives out there that are flipper tab only. Remet Rhino is awesome. I have a Rhino. They are nice, Rachel. Aaron, the new knife from Edith. I don't know. Kevin got a new stereo system hooked up. Fish finder. Ooh, going. Oh, this weekend, huh? Reverse flicking is the best, David. Hole, fuller, then studs, in that order. I agree with Grateful Dom. Okay, how do I look up? I'm gonna do that. Oh boy. Dan got a Tack Knives Viper. I know, but I actually possess one right now. This is from the Fred the Lug collection. I got a box of a pass around from Fred, and this is one of them. 14C G10. Crossbar lock could be tighter. It'd be nice if you could tighten up the Omega spring. But the action is nice. I wish it was a little bit tighter personally. But it feels really nice. Reverse flick is home. All day long, every day. If that's all I ever did was went like that for opening knives, I would be cool with it. Viper feels great in the hand. Looks awesome. Too thin. Awesome jimps. Great poon. Cool blade shape. Nice choke up. Unhappy with the lock looseness, but it's fun. It's a fun. Fred the Lug. Front flip, reverse flick, Spidey flick. Forward thumb stud flick. rear flip. Ooh. Ooh. That's yeah. You know what else though I found, if you've got the right knife for it, that I enjoy would be the top flip. I can't do a top flip very good, but there are some knives that I can, and it's fun. Laser Ghost Knives in the house, checking in. What's up, Donnie? How's everybody thinking about that wonderful madman, Donnie? Gonna see him in a couple of weeks. Very excited. We're gonna have an absolute blast. At least I remember. At least I think I'll remember. Who knows what will happen? And that's Paul's time. Paul? Better late than never, huh? Trish, live chat. 6:55. Trish, where have you been? Where have... It's all good. It's all good, girl. That Tack Knives Viper is a sweet budget knife. It's cool. I dig it a lot. Does anyone know if you can tighten the Omega springs? Oh, it is sharp. Love you too, Paul. Oh, I got an itchy ear. I got water in the ear from the shower. Give me a second. I'm just gonna grab a Q-tip. What? Why are they called Q-tip? Oh my God. Had that inner ear. The old inner ear rich. So for Blade Show homework. Oh, someone's turning in homework, ladies and gentlemen. It's grateful. Okay. No one else has been turning in any homework, y'all. Actually, Thomas has. Take it apart and see if you can adjust the Omega spring. I'm okay with that. We can do that. We can do that today. I'd be down with trying that though. I mean, if Fred's now cool with doing it, it wouldn't be hard to see if there was you could partially take it apart and find out if there's holes. Sorry. Yeah, not sorry. Trish, what are you up to tonight? How you been? Good to see you. Glad you're here. As a deaf person, had inner ear issues all the time. Pain in the ass. Yeah, David, I'm sure. I damaged my inner ear in an accident, and it makes me... I get dizzy easier. I can't read in a moving vehicle, stuff like that. You ever had an inner ear itch that makes you take your tongue to the top of your, or like, it's like right, I feel like it's in here, up in this range. I have all the vendors in Excel if anyone's interested. Oh, yeah, Steven's done that before. He like makes good lists of things, which is really good for looking up. Homework for Blade Show. Have they ever been to Blade Show? Well, my homework though, Trish, is like you can see Grateful just turned in some homework. So let's check Grateful's homework. Northern Knife Works. Harpoon Stinger, Warncliffe Singer. So then we're going to go Northern Knife Works. I'm going to copy that. Paste it into the Google search. Thomas brought up this one earlier, the Devil Horn from Work Tough. So Northern Knife Works, boom. And what was it called? Harpoon Stinger. Ooh, wow, look at that. Harpoon Stinger. How do I see these, Grateful? Instagram? Well, here's the stinger. That's so dumb. I just typed in harpoon stinger and it's like, I have no idea what we're talking about. No offense, Northern Knife Works. Oh, but I can't even click on. Okay, so there's the stinger. Apparently there's a harpoon version as well. There's the dart, the dagger. Is he on Instagram? Oh, look at that. Wow. Wow. Grateful Dong works with his cousin. I was playing Frisbee? Or what, Trish? What are you talking about? Well, Trish, there is a list of vendors on the website, but Stephen Kern takes the list of the vendors. This one here, you've got your A through Z vendor list. He takes that vendor list and then puts it into a like a spreadsheet. Keep scrolling down. Harpoon Hemlock. Oh my God. That is wild. Sparrow, Orion, Wolverine. Yeah, these are really cool. These are very, very cool. Cryptid. There, the Harpoon Stinger. That has vibes of the that Kansept. Dong. It's got vibes of that Kansept dong. That Kansept dong. Harpoon Stinger. Trish says, tried to put it into Excel, have not been successful. Steven. Steven has it available. He was talking about he talked about that last year too, but Steven put it in Excel if we can get a hold of it. Steven, if you send it to me or whatever, I'll send it to Trish or give us a link to it if you want. Check out Narchar at the link Ramsey's provided. Harpoon Stinger looks cool. Not a fan of this handle. This looks like that grip tech or whatever stuff, which is cool, but I kind of prefer his funky crazy handles. I'm sure they cost significantly more. But I kind of dig that style a little bit more. Or look at this, just this micarta broom handle. Wow, the scrapper. Look at the size of that bead. Oh. Look at that. Look at your thumb goes here. My thumb goes here. The mink. All right. This one's a win. This is going to be a fun one to go to. Ooh. That's fun. There you are. That was the other one that he said. The Warncliffe Stinger. Oh. Handle almost looks too thin. But the blade shape. Woof. Woof. That's a knife for Co-Bunny. Yeah, that one was for sure. The Revenant. Oh, dude, these are great. Dong, this is going to be a fun one to visit. I like these shapes. Very fun. Very fun. Young dude. Good for him. Good for him. All right. That was a solid report given, or a solid entry of homework given from the one and only Grateful Dong. All right, Ramses. Got a couple of them. Ice Age Blades. Is he going to be at Atlanta? Ramses? Is he going to be in Atlanta? If not, that's cool. Ice Age Crafts. Yeah. But I was like, yeah, we're looking for stuff to go see in Atlanta. For those just tuning in potentially. Ice Age Blades. Okay. What was the other link that you had? Oh, his Instagram. That'll probably give us some imagery over the channel, having to scroll through it. Steak knives. Well, more than just a steak knife, but this guy looks young too. Ooh, look at this chonker. Out of Rome, New York. Excellent. All right. Another one. North Valley Neil. Ripley Vides on that blade. On that other one. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Donnie. Donnie gonna have some of his knives there. How many you bringing with, Donnie? How many you got? You know, you'll have one that you carry, I'm sure, and then a couple that you're selling. Couple old ones to show off, maybe, or what do you? It's different. You're flying, right? Scalpel type blades looked cool from there too. Yeah, Don, we'll go over there. Remember, we're all gonna be there. We all get to. We're gonna adventure together. Where did you send it? To Instagram or probably to what's that called? The Discord. Yes. Excuse me. I hope Hate Nate's cool with it, but God, you guys hopefully are in for a treat here. Where the hell am I? Okay, there it is. Sometimes it doesn't let me do what I want to do. Discord? Are you not on it, Ramses? Where? Donnie, where did you send it? Instagram? I was just on Instagram and I'm okay. Okay. Messages. Where are you? If you just, what, why? I don't have anything from you, Donnie. Messages. The most recent I have from, why are you so far down? Now I can't even find you. Oh, now here it is. What that's they were hung up in the interwebs. It was hung up on the interwebs. You just now, yeah, because now you just sent a picture of it being sent. They just came through. Okay, here's some laser ghost knives progress. Holy shizzlenit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are we looking at 6 knives here? I'm noticing 6 clips, 6 blades. Well, it looks like these 3 all have a little bit going, got a hole in them. These 3 look fresh as can fresh. Freshy fresh. And then we've got some scales with some locks and some holes and some pivots. Sweet damn. On the edge, doctor says atrial fibrillation. That's a what is that? That's a heart something? I apologize, I'm ignorant. You gotta take some medication then on the edge, or so there's a video as well. We're trying to soak in this photo. That is a highly excellent looking table. 30-second vid. Wow, look at that backspacer. Yeah. Backspacer jumps. Holy, look at that slap. Look at these jumps. Can I bigify? Dude. So these are going to go all the way down and then continue all the way. Oof. That is rad, bruh. Back that up. Back it up. Dude, wow. Okay. I mean, yeah, what do you folks think? I think the jimps be jimping. I think the backspacers be spacing, bro. That's fast. You know I dig it the most. One Moon Collective. What up, dude? Looking at some stuff Donnie's working on for Blade Show. Yeah. Yep. Got this sixer. Just working on this sixer, bro. That's pretty excellent. Yeah, second one from the bottom or from the right with those power jumps. Sick. We'll all keep on the edge in our thoughts. Hope everything. Try to stay positive. Fluttering heart. Start some meds. Well, we all wish you the best. Take care of yourself. Stay heart health conscious. Donnie, sick stack. Thanks for sharing. Those will be very fun to see. We all look forward to seeing you in Atlanta and looking at some finished, looking at whatever you got. I'm looking at you. I'll be looking at you, bro. I tell you. Okay. So, as it goes, Ramses, are you not in the Discord? Bro? Who's not? You're all welcome. Who's got the link? Stacy does. 3 weeks, y'all. And this is all pre-op to the hip replacement. Technology's there. We have the technology. We can rebuild him. And we will. Powerful force on the edges. On the edges? The edges? Oh, wow. I apologize. I'm crazy wild today. So Northern Knife Works, Work Tough Gear. Obviously, we're going to go to Best Tech. Here's another one that the Donger loves. The Exploit. It's a cool looking knife. So it'll be fun to check out Best Tech. I did order one of these. I don't know when I'm going to get it, but it'll be interesting. 62 to 63 HRC D2 with a button actuated liner lock from Migaron. Sounds fun. Stacy's got a link to the Discord right there if anyone is interested, but be prepared. Be ready. Be aware. Get a little looser. Luft. Luft. I like the design aesthetic of Luft. I hear they also have a high HRC D2. The Baxter's a cool looking knife. Good flipper tab delete candidate. Look at the size of the butt on that. Holy God. Blowing up. They don't say what they got the hardness to on these. But from what I've heard, Luft Berg Blades. Yes, we got to go see Berg Blades for sure. I do like this Baxter. I don't know. We'll see. But they also make the Qtro from Kansept. Is there not going to be a picture? The knife that we all think is rad, but crossbar lock. But the this one is the one that I held. It was a proto. Didn't quite look like this either, but they've got a couple things. I don't know. I want to go to Luft for sure. Gonna go to Best Tech. I didn't have anything else up. Obviously, we'll go to Rosecraft. If he's got one of these, I'm probably gonna pick one up. They've been selling out 14C28N slip joint from Rosecraft. I love the shape of this. It just everything about it. So I'm hoping he's got a couple of these I can go through and pick a good chunk of stag and get one. We can change on the edge to shockingly on the edge. So the map is up. They're going to come out with some that are not shaft lock, says Donger. The Kansepts? The Quattros? Because if so, bro, I'm down. Canada Biscuit just can't do slippies. Wait until you do, bro. Wait until you can. Because you know what? Same. I didn't care. But then I started, and then explosion, and now I love slippies, bro. Look at this. Look at how classy that is. You kidding me? KB Eldorado. Boom. Sick. Slip joints have their place. They're not my main. I will always have a main to go with that secondary. You know what I'm saying? The Hawkbill screaming my name too, Dong. 100%, dude. That Hawkbill Quattro is That's the one. Barf. Nick Travellini. Barf. That. Maybe this. You prefer this? Maybe this. The out of focus. That one's okay. It's just okay. It's just okay. Was there any other coming soons? Nothing really labeled on the site yet. But Kansept, hoping some Contras. The smock all day. Wish they'd make a manual of that Prototech. Of that Protech. I agree, that would be cool. That would be cool. It's a fun shape. And if you're not into autos, I'm not really into autos. $110. I guess I don't call this a slip joint though. I guess, do you call this a slip joint or I call it a lock back? Even though it's, you know what I mean? Is that still considered, it wouldn't be considered a slip joint, right? It would be considered a lockback. Classic. Yeah. Can of biscuit. Grateful. Yeah, so this would be a lockback. Because you've got the lock on the back. Not a slip joint. But you guys can give it to them. Yeah, no half stop, but I have slip joints. This is a slip joint. Oh, this one does have a half stop. I have slip joints that don't have a half stop. Sodbuster Jr., this is a slip joint, no half stop. That joint, no slip. I don't like long pull. Most of the cases that I have, I don't like. And they also happen to be long pull. This, boom. Half stop, snap. Jesus. That's what's up. And then I've been carrying this every day. This one's been pretty much in the pocket every day. The Kevin Smith and Knives slip. ABW slip joint with the Magna Cut, hollow grind, gorgeousness. That's a slip. If you just want one slippy, bam. Snap. Fantastic stuff. These are probably still available. Buck Knives do make slip joints. Yes, I have a couple. Got one right here. This is the Canoe. Because it's got a large and small pen blade. But if you don't look at the blades and look at the handle, it looks like a Canoe. Classic design. From Buck. I got this small little Buck. This is actually like a 8.2 or a 379. The Buck 379. Long pull slip joint out of focus. Focus. Got a little wobble, kind of like the most case knives have. So yeah. But I'm a Rosecraft guy all day. Rosecraft slip joints, the bow trapper. This big old beast, this micarta handle. Ugh. Super fun. So I like slip joints a lot. again, I'm going to be carrying something like this, lefty and a right hand, or this as my main. I was going to say I don't like slip joints, but I forgot I carry my Scout Victorinox every day. I mean, day. This knife is great. I'm telling you, quite happy with it. Feels good. Smaller. The shape, the use, where this is for getting in and doing work. Well, I do catch the thumb stud occasionally, but I do that on most knives. I like flicking out. My index finger gets in the way, and then it catches it. Spyderco Bodacious S30V, Spyderco Shaman M4, Native 5LT, 15V. No hunchbacks. David says that's a classic. Carries a Swiss Army knife as well. I have a Swiss Army knife in that little EDC pouch I was talking about before. I've got one in there. The one with the Phillips head screwdriver on it, if you know that one. It's like the $20 Scout something. I would bet Dong was going to probably pick one of these up if they are there and available. Are you still thinking about that, Dong? I was going to try to grab one for them in Texas, but they weren't ready yet. But the Contra is cool, and they will probably have some available in Atlanta. And for those of you, I think most of you have been in, probably already know, I have a good relationship with Kansept. They give me some good deals on some knives when I order, and always hang out with them a little bit and chat with them at the booth at the shows. And Joyce got a hold of me, asked if I was interested in working a day at the Kansept booth. And I said, it's, you know, I run all over the place doing stuff. I think they're going to be like 160 or, I mean, I don't know. I might be able to buy it. Dong, get you a deal, maybe. I can't guarantee anything. I don't know. I mean, they do sell me stuff for a good price though. I haven't found out if they do need another Dong, because I remember I asked you, said you would. I haven't heard back. She was like, yeah, great. So it's definitely still potential. But I'm going to be working the first day of Atlanta. I'll be at the Kansept booth from 10 until 2 p.m. So, yeah, I'll be there the first few hours, and Joyce said she's getting me a vendor badge. So I'll have a little vendor badge. I'll get in there early, which is pretty cool. And maybe they'll just give me some good deals and be like, and but they did say they did need a little help on the second half of the day, so I'm not sure if they still did or not. But if they do, we've got it covered. And we will work for knives. I think the retail on the Contra was $180, something like that, for the regular price. Sometimes the show prices are a little better, and then yeah. I'm still down for that if they do. Yeah, I'm going to assume that you probably are until I hear from her next, because she was like, okay, great, we've got it all covered then. But it didn't sound, that could mean that they've got it covered, or that means with us or with you, they have it. Like I know I'm doing it, but I'm not sure if the way it was. Anyway. I'm gonna be getting more info in the next couple days from her, and we'll figure it out. I'll wrestle for knives. I'll pretty much do. What do you need for knives? Ooh, that one. This one or that one? I like the texture, little diamond texture on the titanium there. Although the smooth TI also pretty sweet. S90V. I kind of like that. That texture looks it looks like it would provide me with joy. It would provide me with much happiness. I can see Dong being well oiled down for wrestling. Metal Relic art. Metal Relic, I apologize if we've already talked about this. And for anyone, because I'm a mess, just let you all know. I'm an absolute disaster all the time. I just have this facade of exuding joy because that's what I do. But I'm all over the place right now. And I'm trying to get it collective, but my brain is not wired properly. And I'm doing what I can. Long story short, is Metal Relic, are you going to be in Atlanta? I can't remember. Are you going to be in Atlanta? Atlanta, check in the chat. Chime in if you are in the chat and you are going to be in Atlanta. Even if we already know. We know Trish is going to be there. We know Dong is going to be there. We know Steven's going to be there. We know Fred's going to be there. I look forward to hanging out with everybody. More than pretty much a lot of trips. Nah, sorry, not in the dude, don't be sorry. It's all good. It's tough. I wasn't sure sometimes. It's like you got to try to pick your battles and save your money and buy this when you can and not buy that when you want to do this. And you know, it takes me a little bit of work to make it happen. So I understand, and no need to be sorry about it. But I'd love to meet up with you one day. You know, if you ever are at one of the shows or anything like that. What's up, B Shady? Cicero, I believe, is going to be there. That sounds correct. I need to ask him. He's flying in. If I'm going to see him at the airport. I know last year, I can't remember his name. I saw someone at the airport when I was boarding the plane that had like had a TCal shirt on or something. And it was like, I was like, you're my people, like instantly. And barely talked for like very long because we were getting on the plane and we weren't near each other or whatever. And then it was halfway through day one at the show. It was like, oh, hey, what's up? What'd you buy? And he'd picked up a Rosie. And I don't know, it's just kind of fun. You never know. Chances are that on a plane going from here straight to Atlanta on that day, there might be another person on the plane also. So I'll be just scoping. I'll be wearing a knife shirt, hoping to see my peoples. Be Shady at work like norm, popping in just to say what's up. TGIF though, almost Friday. Looking to Fab Tech. Not sure if it's going to be a reality. I have two different ways to be present there that could potentially work. Where's Fab Tech? Tell me more. And look at B Shady's channel and Metal Relic's channel. Thank you, Ramses. Thank you, Ramses. I love B Shady's font. Hey, bro, I love your font. Nice font. Let me get up on that font, bro. Gonna be looking good in that font. You need to settle down with that font. I'm not sure what's wrong with me. There's Ramsey's. Perfect. Excellent. Vegas in October. Fun. What are you going to Vegas for? Are you going for a show or something? Or are you going for a trip, friends, work, family? Darn it. Wish I could be there to meet everyone. One of these days, you know, the cards play how they play, and we do what we can, and depending on where you live, you know, sometimes stuff happens and you're able to meet up. We try to make them happen when we can. If he would have used more baby oil, that's how you slip away. Flaunt on the font. I'll be flaunting my font, you know. Dude, look at this guy over here font flaunting. Stoked for Atlanta, Donnie, bro. Donnie and I had an absolute blast driving to Texas. Unfortunately, Atlanta's not in the cards for me driving, let alone going and picking up Donnie. That would be way out of the way. I think he and I are almost the same distance from Atlanta, so driving to him would just add time, or you know what I mean? But yeah, plan on Donnie and I road tripping to Texas every year, as long as he and I, you know, as long as he's going and I'm going. That's probably what we're doing, because unless somebody starts getting flown out or some shit, good luck with that, bud. I'll be down to road trip with him anytime. Hell yeah. Hells to the yeah. Cheers. Stay different with that font flaunt. That's way too much driving. Blade Show Atlanta Buzz. Bob Tism will be there. Bob Tism. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Bob, you got anything on your list yet? You got some homework to turn in? What are you need, what are you excited to go check out? Let's do a little peruse. Hold on. I'm going to do a roll. Pinch and roll. All right. When you enter Blade Show, main doors right here, you can go in right here. See this over here? I'm going to be a nice guy, and I'm going to say everyone should go to this area right here where I'm making this little spinny thing. That's where KC of the Knives Fast channel will be. So you can go in and get over to him quick. There's a pillar right on the other side. And yeah, you want to go see KC, look at some Tempest knives. He's going to be right there. Rick Hinder right when you walk in. Smoky Mountain over in the corner with Spider Co. This corner is always pretty busy. But yeah, Case Knives right there, CRKT. Some of this stuff, it's like tighter. I like how these are in the same spot as last year. It's already coming back to me. That's awesome. Bradford, Best Tech is right there. Okay, so that's where Best Tech's going to be. So we got to remember the bottom left corner over to the Best Tech area. Katuo Reich on the opposite side with Hawk. That's going to be a fun little section to go check out. What do we got? Mantis DEFCON Tour. Boom, boom, boom. DLT. Chris Reeves. Winklers are cool. K-Bar down there. Alabama Damascus. You got that fresh Alabama Damascus right here. I'll tell you what. CKS or CKF, the Custom Knife Factory right here. Attention to detail. Tuck knives. Touch. At the 420 booth. Those are awesome. The touch knives. Oh, and Bladebinge is right behind them. Is that where Bladebinge was last year? I thought Bladebinge was like right over here. Not that it matters. D-Rocket. I got one D-Rocket. I got your D-Rocket right there. There's your D-Rocket. Slap. The gift from Trish. One of my shipwrecks that I did. Thanks again, Trish, for the D-Rocket gift. Dom's in the house. What's up, Dom? Kong Blades, baby. Okay. So that's that bottom corner. We scroll to the kind of the middle section here. SOG, Hairtech, Microtech, McNeese, Half Place, some Hoffman, African Customs, Giant Mouse, Medical Exchange, GPK, Liang Ma, Koenig right here. We're going to see Trish kind of hanging out right in this spot right there. This is where I met Trish for the first time. It was right here. I remember it like it was yesterday. Key bars, fun. Lion Steel. All right. We're scrolling up a little bit. Here's where QSP is. I bought something from Brighton Blades. Those ladies were sweethearts. Glow Rhino, Cobra Tech, Null Knives, Fox Knives, Big Idea Design. We'll hang out right there. Kizer Cutlery. Got the double wide going. Pete's Pirate Life. There's where the NAFS booth is. Everyone over at NAFS are good guys. Auxiliary Manufacturing and Pina, Hogue. Auxiliary Manufacturing was at a table last year, not at a booth section. So they're up in the game. Dagger Knives, Condor. And then we get up into the corner. Blade HQ back there. Artisan Cutlery, CJRB across from Flytenium. Even Heat Kiln. How do I get Even Heat Kiln? Just give me a kiln. That's the mission. Everyone who's there. Everyone stop at these, at that place and be like, you guys should really give that Kenman guy a kiln so he can make content with it. And anybody who's got like a nice 2x72 grinder, I mean, I'll slide out your company. Dwayne Letterman. What's up, Dwayne? The old D-Let in the house. Good to see you. Tenable Knives and Kansept right there. That's where I'm going to be day one from 10 to 2. And then I get to sport my Kansept badge. Very important person. I tell you what. What's across the back here? Yeah, anything else right in this area? Ulti-Clip, Jack Wolf, Arcane, and Vero. What a row. Jack Wolf, Arcane, Vero, Tecto, walk around the corner to T-Kel. That's his spot. That's going to be a little hangout right here. No doubt. All right. How do I... It's not going to let me... Oh, my God. Really? All right. Then moving over to the top section above the tables. There's Vosteed back there, Hellbender, Guardian, Battle Horse, Baker Forge, Demko. Demko looks like they got a huge, I don't remember them having that much space. Remet. Tactile turn over here. Now we gotta do one of these. Voop. Why won't you let me? Oh, wow. I hate you. I gotta roll back. We're gonna roll back. And then all the tables, obviously. Benchmade Protect down at the bottom. Emerson knives over in the corner. Zero tolerance. Rosecraft over here. And then TRM up here with Kunwu. Oh, Kunwu's going to be there. Excellent. Original goat. Good Lord. Where's the Gerbshaw booth? Dom says you should sell your grinder you haven't used in 6 months. What? Say the what? We don't need no kiln. What we need is a steel. Sure. And then you want to see what's in the baller room. All right, we made it through that section. So let's zoom out. Zoom into the baller B room. Oh my God. What's down on the very one side? Squid Industries, Machine Wise, UPK. All right, we go up to the top. Zombie, Griffin, Wolf, Exceed, Arsenal. There's Tuya, North Mountain Blade, Fair Monster, Opinel, Way of Knife, C, Reisner Cutlery, Rocher, Lynn Thompson, Pyrotech, Grimsmos. And then, of course, we have all the tables, bro. Look at how big this place is. It is a good time. Donnie doesn't have a table. Right, Donnie? Or did you get a table? No, you didn't get a table. Or did you? Well, am I losing my mind? Do we just look him up like everybody else? We just wait for him to speak. Stoner, CNC. There it is. Laser Ghost Knives, 15U. God, Kenman. What's wrong with me? Donnie's like, you stupid bitch. 15U. There's stairs. Where do they go? They go up. U. 15 is right here. So boom. It's right. He's going to be right there. That's where you were last year, right? Donnie? I have spoken. He has spoken. 15U. Right in this spot. I believe that is the same, about the same location he had last year. And if you are interested, you probably should be ready because he gonna sell them. People gonna see him, they're gonna touch him, and it's over. And it's over. The second you pick it up, you touch it, it's in your wheelhouse. Done. Done. You're like, holy, look at the backspacer. Wow. Look at that. Ooh, the drop. Ooh, the feel. Laser Ghost, the fabric of our knives. Yeah, it's a pretty easy, accessible aisle. The baller room is tight. From my remembrance, you walk in there and it's tight. There were spots that I missed last year because of the tightness. You know, there's people at the table. There's 5 people at the table. You can't really get in there, so you're like, all right, I'll check back in a little bit, and you look somewhere else. Next thing you know, you've kind of continued to move. Ugh, excuse me. Donnie, sorry I wasn't blowing up your table like immediately. I mean, I'm worthless. If you cut yourself with it, you just bought it. He sold everything he brought last year, except for the lefty, but then he sold the lefty. So it's all good. Lighting is weird in that room. Oh, in the baller room, the lighting is a little different. And you got to walk all the way around to, like, okay. I don't understand. Someone can explain it to me, fine, I accept it. But the reality is I've worked at convention centers, I've worked at big hotels, big events, rooms that can hold 1,500 people, then get split into 3 different rooms, floating walls, all types of shit, right? You always have fire marshal stuff involved. You know, you got to consider things like that for like fire escapes and stuff. You have to be safe with people, right? But what I don't understand is this is the building. This is the building. It comes around, it wraps around like this. The building goes up here. This is a room. This is a room. There are doors right here. There's a door like here. There's a door here. There's like a door here that they could have open. And you can just walk through to the other room. But no. You have to exit here. And you have to walk all the way down through around this thing here to get into the entrance over here. And I'm not pointing to that shit, am I? Yeah, you have to exit here all the way around, walk this path to get in here. But there are, right here, there are doors here. But they do not provide these doors access. And it's not like these tables fill that whole wall. You can get to several of those doors. And yeah, I know I didn't have the cursor in the right spot. Now I do. I'm an idiot. I was on the wrong screen. It's here. So there's a door here. There's a door here. There's a door here. You could walk through into this room. Now, fire escape, things like that. Well, again, everyone in this room can escape this way. Everyone in this room can escape this way. What's the harm of people going that way or having another door? It doesn't make any sense. You have to exit that and walk all the way around to go into this tighter room. If these doors were just open and you could free flow through, I feel like it would be less tight and it would make more sense. Are the tables in the large room more expensive? Maybe, but there's some baller stuff that's in the second room. There are some people that you have to go in the second room. There are folks that get there. I feel like last year, the line for the early birds to get into the baller room was quite long for the early birds. So there are people wanting to specifically go to that room first for some customs. It wouldn't be a baller room if the door was open. You still can go in there. Anyone can go walk around and go in there. Now you just have to walk around. I just don't understand it. It's fine. Rant over. But then there's some, Donnie says table cost is same for either room. Saturday in the ballroom is chaos. It's weird. Somebody made that decision for some reason. Donnie's like, baller room? Psh, put me in the main room. Do you get to pick your table? Well, you probably get to pick from what their options are. But when I look at this, I mean, I guess the tables could vary. But when I look at the map, most of these spots over here, the non-tables, the big booth sections, they're almost all the same. Like, that is where Heritech and Microtech are every year. That is where Smoky Mountain and Chris Reeves is every year. Artisan Cutlery, Flytanium. These are all the same locations as last year. So I feel like it's like you're hopeful to get a table. And then if you get a table, it's like, well, we have this one here, this one here, this one over here, and one in the ballroom. But I don't know. I've never tried. That's what I imagine it would be. I gotta tell you though, I'm excited. What? Good Lord. What happened to my... It looked moderately decent at one moment in time. One moment in time. I don't even have a clue. So, what is it? It's Thursday. It's the 14th. We are at mid-May, folks. Any May birthdays? Anybody got a May birthday? What? Okay. It's actually a smart move to get the same tables. Easier to, yeah, that's true. Because I already now know because the map hadn't been up until recently. And now that it's up and I'm seeing it, I'm noticing most of those tables are in the same spot. It's gonna make it a lot easier for navigation this year. I was very overwhelmed last year. It's just so big, and you gotta assess the environment, soak it in. I may not. Dwayne Letterman's on the 25th. Kelly's birthday today. Happy birthday to Kelly. Dwayne on the 25th. You got me beat by 5. DC Donnie says, no, you don't get to pick a table, but on your second year, you can start to request. So the longer you do it, the more clout you start to pull. So we got to remember Dwayne's on the 25th. Kelly's the mishmash is today. So Dwayne's is going to be on a Monday. Mine's going to be on a Saturday. B Shady's is on the 22nd. Boom. How about that? Got a bunch of us all. The big room is where all the madness. You got the big room. It's the big ticket room. Yeah, Dom, you totally could. Dom. Keep making knives, Dom. Keep making them, and let's do it, bro. Check out Dom's knives. He's got a lot of cool stuff going on. He's got fun ideas. Real cool dude. And if you are interested, here it is. Paste. Go check out Dom Kong Blades at Instagram right there. You can see some of the cool stuff. I'll give you a little sneak peek. Look at that cute little chonky choder. Oh, wow, look at the backspacer on it too. Fantastic. Dom, you kidding me? Dude, you set up a table and put 6 of those on that table, they gone. They gone. Bro. They gone. Look at that thing. Tell me, who am I wrong, folks? Can of biscuit, my condolences. Oh, I see. I was like, what happened? Oh, dude, that's sick. Dom, I bet you a bunch of people will buy that. And look at his bigger, got some bigger. Look at those jimps. Top flipping action. Baby. Sick. Sick. Dom, kidding me right now? Not done. Have a hard time completing things. Bro, I hear you on that. Dude, I'm right there with you. It's a mental disaster. And you do what you can, right? But your designs are great, and I swear if you finished 10 knives and brought them to a show, you would sell I've handled it. Handled a couple of them. You had a couple when we met up, and they were great. So, don't shortchange yourself. I feel like if you want, you could make some. You could totally heat treat slowing you down and money, bro. I'm not making anything because of money right now. You hate that one. I hear you, bro. I hate a lot of stuff that I make, but then, it doesn't mean that other people don't love it. B Shady says he loves what you're doing. A lot of people say that. You have to talk shit to yourself to get things done. Dude, mentally, sometimes I have brick walls, bro. It's just, you just stare at something and it just makes you, anxiety. I don't know what it bad wiring. Bad wiring. Dylan Mallory, what's up, dude? Good old Dylan. All right, here we are in my own brain. There's a lot going on. What's this? Hey, Nate. You sweet peach. Oh, you guys want to see what Hate Nate sent me? That's fun. LGK15U, ABW16S, Hinderer 17, UG Tools 240. We got Null 339. Big idea. Kansept, Bladebinge, Nothing Tactical, CRK, Ansel, Copper Shed, Machine Wise, Baller. Hate Nate turning in some homework, yo. Places that we're gonna go. Make a list, check it twice. Who's naughty? Who's nice? Crab Castle Forge, what's going on? Gonna see you in Atlanta. We're talking Blade Show. We're talking Blade Show. A lot of us are going to be there. Oh, and Demco. I'm nicely naughty. My wife, 10 years ago, been a bachelor since. Sorry to hear that, David, but keep on. Keep on. Crab Castle will not be at Blade Show. Yeah, it's tough. We've been talking about it. It's hard to be able to save up for so many trips or so many things that you can do in a year with the money that you've got, and you do your best. Apex Carry in the house. Robin. Holy rusted metal, Batman. Right? Right? Robin, did you hear Grateful played some Dinosaur? I think we need to make a group team and go tear some stuff up. What do you think? For real, dude. Oh. Grateful Dong. Gifting some memberships. Thank you, the Donger. What did I do to my chat? Top chat. Emojis in the chat for those that are members. We got some new members. Thank you, Dong. Thank you, Grateful Magna Sluts Ho, for the Grateful Dongster. Gifting some memberships. Who do we got? Dan Stan, Nicolette Huff, Mr. Eddie, Open Window Maniac, and Comically Large. Welcome. You got a membership for a month. Thanks to the one and only Grateful Dong, the Magnus Sluts Ho. Anyone see Kane's new vid? I have not. The Mirand. To get married again, she'll have to bonk you in the head, drag you to the altar. David, I'm right there with you. Happily. I mean, mine's still with us. But we're no longer together, happily. Which is fine. She's wonderful. She's a wonderful human being. We just didn't get along. That's how it works sometimes. Dong does beautiful work. Dude, that stained glass, can I show that, Dong? Where did you post that? That was in Is that in general? Yeah. So wait, let me read this quick. Finally finished this window, 3 foot by 3 foot, 1,600 pieces. Boom. Look at the arm up in the corner. 3 by 3 foot, 1,600 piece. How long did that take you to do? Even wonderful human beings are hard to get along with. Truth. Truth. He's still alive? Mac Jones. Mackety Mac Mac. But yeah, Grateful Dong made this. It's wild. You know, 1,600 pieces of glass. 246 hours. Sweet wow. Wow. I don't, I mean, what? How does one even begin? That's the only one I've ever seen, Robin. That's the only piece I didn't know he did something like this. But this is some wild, crazy puzzle shit right here. Another guy weatherproofed it. Bro. I mean, it's wild. I don't understand. I mean, I understand, but I you know, that is so choice. I highly recommend picking one up. That is super, super cool. For sure. Used to do stained glass, too much time, not enough money for your time. It's got to be, it's like a labor of love. I've done some art projects that just is you put so much time into it and then no one wants to offer, you know, like I put 4 hours into something and then you sell it for $30. It's like, that's not even minimum wage, let alone materials or the skill and time. And then when you sell it for $30, people are like, oh, well, would you take 20? Like, well, it's $30. Would you take 20?
Hi. Dong is the man. Just ask Dan. Glass magic.
Hi. That one, I don't know why that works so well. Hate Nate in the house for the $2. Dong is the man. Just ask me. The glass magic. Yeah, Magic Dong. We've got Magic Dong in the house making some amazing stuff and buying memberships for folks. The dude's just an upright, amazing human being. And we've got Hate Nate in the house. Hate Nate was talking about you when you weren't here, and if you will allow it, I might want to offer up the community a few moments. If you allow it. But you would have to approve before I do so. Thank you for the $2. Hate Nate. We've got Magna Sluts Ho in the house. Triple Magna Sluts. Ho, ho, ho. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Magna Sluts for life. Dan Stan, what up? Do whatever. Oh, I had it all queued up.
Sit back and watch as you
away that blade that you put on me.
Take away the blade that you put
Bro.
on me.
Did anyone know that once upon a time, the hate Nate?
Take away this blade that you put on me. Take it away. Take it away.
Right?
Take it away. Take it away. No.
Dude. Yeah. Power. This is from 2003.
Take it all away. Take it all away. Take it all away. Take it away. Go.
I mean, come on. I mean, 23 years ago, bro. 23 years ago. Bro. Who the hell was that? Error? Why won't it let me do that? There's the link right there. That was Hate Nate. Dude. Hate Nate. Absolute badass. Dude, I would have been listening to that shit 100%. 100%, bro. Long hair, metal. Yes, please. I keep getting internal error messages when I try to chat, says Mac. I've seen your chats. Had a friend that wanted me to, what did that say? To listen to Pennywise. Told him I'd do it unless he had multiple drummers like Slipjot. Or told him I wouldn't do it unless they had multiple drummers like Slipknot. Drumming's important. Delighted to see Hatebreed made it into the new Punisher just released. Anybody else getting any internal error messages? That was the early 20s. Hated everything, Nate. Hated everything. That was just a little taste. That wasn't even a full song. I just wanted to give you a little flavor country. Then you can just take the link and listen to the whole damn album, bro. Ramsey's getting errors now too. I got an error. I tried to post the link and it wouldn't post it. And then I posted it again and it did. Gotta have the, you know. The old just in the face and just Jesus be jamming, yo. Good old times. Good old times. He shared that, and I pretty much listened to the whole thing straight through. Pretty much was like, yep, okay. Super fun. Glad that Nate offered to share that. I wish I could share some stuff. I'd love to. I have some. Back in the day, we made a bunch of videos and movies and stuff, but we lost all those tapes. Unfortunate situation, but it is what it is. I saved and subbed to the link. Back in the Stuck Mojo and Obey Bazaar days. Dong 8 played the Obey Bazaar. My hate is truly malicious. You don't want any. Evidently, people in Brazil, they've got a following in Brazil. That's cool. I can dig it. Can you dig it? I can too. I can too. Okay. So we have a little more than a half hour left here. Who's feeling frisky? What are we doing? What's going on? Anyone have any thoughts? Early 2000s, Dillinger Escape Plan, Every Time I Die, Converge, Walls of Jericho, Hope, Conspiracy, America Nightmare. Dang. I could go on and on and on and on. Mine back then, early 2000s, I didn't go to as many shows. The 90s, though. Lots of shows. I'm old enough, though. I went to... The Ticketmaster was like inside of a J.C. Penney's. And we got up at like 5 in the morning and went and got in line to get like 4th row tickets to Van Halen. I did that. That was back in the day when there was no internet. So like you literally, I got 4th row tickets on the floor by getting there at like 5 or whatever in the morning and sitting in line for, 3 or 4 hours. But that got me in the 4th row. You know what I mean? Like literally buying tickets minutes after they go on sale. And they couldn't, now the entire main floor would probably be sold out in that amount of time. California Raisins, Captain Kangaroo. I'm right on board with that. I got a couple Captain Kangaroo records, and I have a couple little rubber California Raisins. Camp out all night. See, that's the thing, is I remember people would stay out all night, but I still, we didn't have to camp out all night, and it was Van Halen. And that was back in the day when Van Halen was still one of the monsters of rock. And the tickets were, I think those Van Halen tickets were maybe $30. I have the ticket. I can go find them. I still have all my tickets. I've always wanted to kind of put them on a board, but they're all kind of in a folder in a shoebox or some shit. Heard it through the grapevine. Paul Mills, what up? What you getting into? Paul, where does one go early to Blade Show Atlanta if they were a Paul Mills? what's the hot go-to look? We've got a little bit of time left here, so we're kind of just chilling today. Oh, Coal Chamber. I've seen Coal Chamber in Deftones. Powerman 5000. Tool, obviously. Here we go.
Tan, chat, lament configuration, Jason, what the fuck buck, Voltron, lava lamp, and a fuck ton of knives. Y'all are too nice. Now you know why I enjoy posting lyrics. Writing them and screaming was a good vent, and no death.
Want to start a band? Hey, Nate? Want to start a band? I own, well, 2 good playing guitars, and I have a Roland drum kit. Static X. Yeah. Powerman, Static X. Yeah, I was probably at that show. It's probably at that show. What was that, like an X Fest? Tool was at that one too. That 99 one. Grateful has a bass. Dude, we are there, bro. We just all get together on Discord and like record our parts and we can put them together later. Bro. I can power chord the hell out of some, bro. Got a drumstick from Hatebreed. That's fun. I got a pick from Seven Dust. Seven Dust. Seven Dust made, they were pretty fun. I saw Seven Dust in concert a couple times. Saw Tool, way too little of a show for how long it took to get there and how late they were. Really? That's too bad, Robin. I've seen them a few times and they put on full fat shows. I was at the first 7 Lollapaloozas and the first 9 Ozfests. I was at the first several Ozfests for sure. I didn't make it to any Lollapaloozas. We had X Fest. Or was X Fest, was Edge Fest, X Fest, then it became Ozfest? Something like that. Neil McKenzie said he'll be the sound man. We can just all send the recordings to you and you can mix? Bro. We can, okay. Okay. And so it begins. I got 3 picks from a Kiss show in 96. When they first came back. I went to that show. The first time they came back in makeup, they actually were in Mankato, Minnesota. Small little Mankato, and I saw that first show where Kiss came back. Funny. Too funny. Where's me hose? He rolled over a lump on the rug. Really brings the room together. Made a lump though. Weenie roast. Weenies got roasted. I discovered Static X by playing Omega Boost. Oh, I was on the video game. Dude, I remember learning a lot of songs from like a bunch of Primus from like Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Funny. Yet awesome all at once. Dude, those Northern Knife Works knives look pretty rad. I think we're going to have to go hang out at Northern. These are pretty. Look at that. That's sick. I like his aesthetics. Some of the handles are a little that like the Warncliffe Singer, but with a chunkier handle. It's got some fun stuff going on. The Wendigo. We should find a place in Atlanta that does karaoke. Woo! Crowning jewel of concerts was all original members of Black Sabbath, Slayer, and Sausage with a good combo of drop. She's got the combo breaker. Stacy, that sounds like a great time. I got to see Ozzy a couple of times, and I believe one of them was at what was the one? It was, I think Marilyn Manson opened up for him. Was that one of the ones where they had the Black Sabbath reunion? Laser Ghost has unique music tastes. Donnie likes some cool shit. No doubt. He's more of a hip hop, which is fine. I'm into that as well. Little less guitar. Sloth metal? Transylvanian sloth metal. I mean, yeah. I don't even know what it is, and I'm into it. Friend showed me Evil Boy song. Oh, Die Antwoord. Yeah, they've got some weird. They're pretty out there. I've heard there's been some trouble there. Something. But I've seen a couple of some of their music is pretty wild. Orange Goblin. Yeah, I'm trying to think of how many Ozfests I went to. It'd be at least 4 or 5. Tough to recall. Been a long time. Been a long time. Oh, my back. I'm getting to that age where I didn't really do anything, yet I'm sore. Does that make sense? What am I holding on to? What was I, when? Was I holding a knife? Was I holding myself? What was I just scrolled back a little bit. Was I holding a knife? Oh! I was holding this. I was holding this Kansept. Grateful. I'm sorry. Hate Nate gave this to me. This is a multi-tool from Kansept, titanium, pry bar, and then you've got your different nut size. Bottle opener. It's supposed to look like a crow. It doesn't look like a crow really until you do this. Once you cover up that space right there, but still allow the beak to show through, it's like, oh yeah, crow. I see it now. But yeah, it actually feels comfortable in the hand, so I've just been kind of little fidget toy. Fidget friend. Sleep's going to be playing June 28th. Oh no, not that thing again. It's a crowbar. I saw a shirt today that said, my heart says pit, my legs say balcony. June 28th, Dong. Cliff Brott. What's up, Cliff? Cliff, what's the first thing I should go look at in Atlanta at Blade Show? Which company? What knife? $42 for the tickets. Robin's going to try to go. Dubbers. Jay won the Dubbers, right? Where? I didn't see Luft. They're at a table, I'm sure. Let's find out. L. Luft 38F. So 38F. What? $38F. F. A, B, C, D, E. Oh, they're in the second room. In the baller room. 38F. So right on the end of that row, in the middle, like dead center of the baller room over here. I got it. So that's where Luft is. I wish I could remember. It didn't look like that. I almost want to look. I'm going to sneeze. I almost want to look it up. I can't remember if it was day 1 or day 2, though. I think it was day 1. Guess we'll find out. I got it.
We're shooting for it's a 2027 prototype. I got a couple. I had a couple retailers who.
Lord. There it is. So that is this one here, the SRCO. I really liked it. Nice little drop, good feel in the hand, flick out, ramped up harpoon spot. Wasn't available yet. This was the only one. Go to the very first knife booth where someone smiles at you. I do like these Baxters too. Look at this one. Bouge. That was the original one I wanted to look at. Maybe flipper tab delete. $90 for the Baxter. Anybody have something from Luft? Fred's messaging me. Google spreadsheet link for the Atlanta exhibitors and table numbers, sorted by row, letter, and booth. If anyone's interested in that, let me know. Matt Jones's knife bit him. Go to the very first knife booth where someone smiles at you. Everybody smiles. I mean, everyone smiles at me. I'm inviting. I go like this. And they're like, sup, bro? Sup? Nothing like seeing a youngin' getting a busted nose in a pit. Baptism, I used to go in pits with my ex, and she was 5'2". She'll say 5'3", but she's 5'2". 5'2", 100-pound. She would be in those pits with me, flying around. Never got hurt. Y'all realize Nate and I first met face to face at Blade Show Atlanta last year during a Dan Kenman live. You met during the live? That's like when I walked up and we are all hanging out. That was the first to fish. And now look at where we are. This year we're all gonna be. Robin has 2 AVNTs from Luft. That is this one. That's another nice one. They don't have these available though, I think. Because this was one of their early models. Oh, this was the first model. This was their original model. Cool stuff. And they make that Quattro. So Grateful Dong says that they're in the works of making one of these without that lock. And it's rad. So yes. Can't wait to meet all you goobers face to face. Who's going to be camped out for Friday? What do you mean camped out? Oh, early bird camped out? Baptism? You're going to go early for early bird? Grateful Dong, you're going to get in line for the early bird on Thursday night? No, you're not. Seriously, MFer? I had tickets. No, I didn't have early bird tickets this year. I had early bird tickets last year. Thank you, Steven. Steven hooked it up last year. Much appreciated. But I got tickets from Dong this year. One of his buddies backed out or whatever. No, he's not going to get in line on Thursday night. Sounds like baptism might be though. So I didn't have early bird tickets. I wasn't planning on early birding because I don't have any hot items that I'm really wanting to run over and grab. Last year I had a couple. Last year I had 2 early bird grabs. I got the Gecko Customs Pictus right off the bat. And then I got the 1 of 11 number 1 auxiliary manufacturing Captain's Bowie. So I ran over and grabbed that and that right away with my early bird last year. But this year I do not have early bird, but technically now I do because I'm going to be working for the Kansept booth from 10 to 2. 10 to 10:30 is early bird, then the doors are at 10:30. So Joyce from Kansept is getting me a vendor badge. And so I could even go there on Thursday night and hang out when the vendors are starting to set up. And then I get to get in early on Friday to help kind of get ready and be there right at the start. So I will have a vendor badge. So I won't even have to camp out. I'll be walking around in there. I would do it if I could go camped out for over a week for some stuff. Yeah, there's every year I walk through the early bird line and kind of ask people, hey, how long you been here? And they're like, oh, I've been here for 2 days or a day and a half or whatever. So people do, Mac. There are people that will be in line for the early birds because there will be certain tables where they'll only have a couple available, or it'll be like a lottery entry, but there's only, it's first, that's like that early bird. They're literally going there to try to get those one of a kinds, like going to Donnie's table. More people were aware of Laser Ghost. Some of them early birds would rip directly over to his table, see, grab, touch, buy. So there's quite a few people, several hundred, that will get those early bird tickets with that specific intent. And the first 20 or 30 in that line will definitely have been there for more than a day waiting. So it's a reality. People still do. if I was like crazy, you know, in love with some and had like that, you know, all, I know all Donnie's knives are going to sell out immediately and you want one, it's like it'd be worth it to kind of do that little adventure. Couple of buddies, you can go in shifts where someone can then go take off and take a nap in the car or at home or something, then come back, or I guess not home if you're all out of town, but you know what I mean. As long as 2 of the 3 of you or whatever, it's like you're solid. Anybody who's going have early bird tickets? Planning on getting in there early for the bird? Oh. Sorry. Fed Hairston, my man. Oh, I can't wait to hang out, bud. Dude. Oh, I'm looking over at this thing. Fed's not in here right now. I had the live. Although I know Fed's going to be there. Good old Mr. Harrison. Yeah. Great dude. Can't wait to see him. We hung out last year. Had a blast. Got early bird tickets this year. Weldon Carey. What's up, Weldon Carey? Everyone go check out Weldon Carey's channel. You did get early bird tickets? Is there anything you're running to try to get then? Or what are you hoping to run over and get? I got my vendor badge helping out Kansept, so I'll be in there already. But I'll be working at Kansept the first few hours, which is going to be great. I love Kansept, Tenable, doing some cool stuff. Really, really happy that they got a hold of me and asked if I'd like to help out. So that is where I'll be right off the bat. But I don't know, I might try to get there on Thursday night for a little bit. Try to see a couple vendors, maybe pick up something early. I do have a situation. My situation is I'm flying in and I'm not bringing any knives. Kansept, Dan, what, Rachel, you didn't hear? Joyce got a hold of me and asked if I'd like to help out. And I said, I'm going to be pretty busy doing stuff, but they said, if you want to do a half day, that'd be great. And I said, I'll do a half day if I can do the first half of day 1. And they said, yep, we'll get you a vendor badge. And I'm like, that's what's up. Fred's back. Dan, I won't be in Atlanta till late Thursday. Okay, Dong. Well, Nate said he was going to be there. Nate says he's picking me up from the airport. Fred, I'm not bringing knives because I'd have to check them all flying. So I don't know. I was not planning on checking.
Dan, list. Now hate breed. Now hear the media fools discuss the Kilner's mind, staring at the screen to tell us what they find. Manifesto dollar worship, get on your knees, so they can sell us the cure for the American disease.
I don't even want to mess up the space. He just filled the air with knowledge. Here's Hate Nate's list right here. Here's his list. And his lyrical mind. Love the 80s style knife. Yes, please. So, yeah, I'm Can of Biscuit. Thanks for hanging out. Good to see you. Wait, What? Wait. What? Check a bag. Bring a few knives in there. I think it's pretty safe. Probably safer than shipping. Yeah, but then I have to check a bag. That's like $50. It's like I'm trying to like conserve, and like the trip is not cheap, and the flight and everything. And it's like one way checking a bag is $50. So it was going to cost me an extra $50 just to bring a few knives. I'll just buy some when I'm there, you know? And then I only have to check a bag on the way back. That was my plan. I didn't bring any knives last year. Last year I flew out, I did not bring any knives with, and then I bought a bunch. And yes, I'm picking up from the airport of air. Yes, Hate Nate, I appreciate you very much. And we're going to have a nice little day. It's going to be a hoot. But yeah, that was my plan. I don't know, folks, let me know if I'm crazy or whatever, but that's what I did last year with Atlanta, is I just flew out. I did not bring any knives with me. I felt naked as can be. And then I ran in for early bird and I bought 2 knives right away. Dan sent me the link to the Google spreadsheet, and I can share it. So yeah, if anyone wants that, I can. Right now it's on my phone, grabbing the link and getting it up to here. I'll get it on my computer and then I'll have it. What's up, John R? How's it going? What are you up to, John? John, you gonna be in Blade Show Atlanta? If so, see you there. If not, what would you get? Where would you go first? Would you go to Null Knives? Grateful, I'm bringing knives. I got to roll to hold 16. Grateful, you're driving though, right? Grateful and Hate Nate are both driving. Hit up Bryant while you're down there. The time is going to be minimal. 5-star. 5-star, so you haven't seen these yet. Have you? Ah. Not as dark as they actually look. John is going to be there. First time, John. Here's me face. This is what I look like. Come find me. Those scales wrecked up real nice. Thank you very much, Hate Nate. So, John, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be working at the Kansept booth on the first day until 2 p.m. And then I'm going to be free running around, making lives, videos, having a blast. We're going to be in the pit partying. I would very much love it if you would come find us, or we would meet up. Get in the messages, get on Instagram. We can chat about it. I think we might do the edge sanding on those. I'm really thinking that'd be a fun idea on the shipwreck. Get in the pit. We're going to be in that pit. Ramses flies Alliance Airlines or Southwest. Have not flew in a year. They always let you check a bag for free. Yeah, I fly Delta. And it's $50. I don't need to bring, I'll buy a couple right away and then I'll have something to carry, you know. But it'll be weird. I'll get there and I'll be completely naked of knives. And it'll be awkward. I won't have my pen. I won't have any of my shit. Sadness. Can we mosh in that pit? Yes. LGK? John, you don't know Laser Ghost? You don't know Laser Ghost? Give me a sec, bud. Hold on. John. Donnie is Laser Ghost. There's Donnie. Here is a picture of, well, I thought I was in that photo. I'm not in that photo. Those guys are cool though. Laser Ghost makes sick stuff like this. He's got a table. He's going to be hanging out with us. Donnie's a cool cat. And look at that floating backspacer of ridiculous perfection. Like, just sick. The action on these. This is a crew wear Ripley. Boosh. Full custom. He makes these in his shop with no CNC and no mill. No CNC, no mill. And he makes them absolutely choice. Where is... This is the photo he sent. These are the knives he's working on for Blade Show right now. So they're not done yet, but these are the ones he's going to have at his table. Look at this. Good God. Dude, look at this one on the end here. Holy God. Look at this right here. Dude, the jimps all the way down, and then the backspacer of jimps. Sweet, sassy molassy. Christ. Nate, maybe we can hook up with Donnie on Thursday. Why not? Melissa Backwoods mentioned you in your recent short, Terry? Terry! Dude! 1931 Leatherworks. He designed the Kansept Orlock. Very cool. And makes some awesome slips. Like this one right here. Pick one up. And Melissa Backwoods just gave you a mention. That means she mentioned you to 1 million people, bro. That's great. What did she mention? Was she talking about your slips or the Orlock, or what was it? Either way, love or hate her, that's good publicity, right? I mean, she says something on one of her shorts or one of her videos, that's 1 million views. That's fantastic. Well deserved, bud. If anyone needs a slip, 1931 Leatherworks slip. C. Reisner Cutlery, Kentucky Holler Jack. They're going to be there as well. Showed off your TCal wallet. Awesome. That's awesome. Who asked me what my favorite TCal was earlier and I never answered? Someone did. And I can't remember the name of it. It's a short, stocky... with that... Good God. Sorry, I'm struggling with my... whatever. It's, you know... Melissa's TCal was really cool. Definitely. If you have a Laser Ghost pry bar, you need to get a Terry slip. Absolutely. They go so good together. There's one that they made that was similar to this. Kind of a shorter, stocky one. But I can't remember what it was called. Yeah. And I'd have to go through and look at every single one of them. It had that blade shape similar to like that one. Ooh, Guardian 2.0 is pretty sick. Kevin Smith and Eyes has the Agent 04. That one right there. That's fun. Shit. Oh, that was a better idea. Ooh, that Warncliffe Nightshade. Sick. Yeah. It's like that Scout or this Guardian or this DP2. Something about that chunkier blade shape. Ooh, the Adversary. Apocalyptic. That one's cool too. Boom. Just makes me want to make them. I see the more fixed blades I look at, the more I just want to make them. You know, like it just makes me want to make them. They look rad. Terry, Grateful's gonna message you about a Laser Ghost prize slip. They're awesome. They are awesome. 901 hunger. Gonna get a little stuff done here. Yep. A little more homework for everyone. We only got a few weeks left. We want to continue to do some research, figure it out, get a good game plan, spots to go, stuff to check out. Hey, Mick Ranger, how was your birthday? It's a birthday month. A lot of folks' birthdays coming up. I know one of them. Ramsey's got to go get brother from work. Right on. Yep, I'm going to be shutting her down here. Get some stuff done. But a nice, good Thursday night. Hate Nate's going to put a grinder in his back pocket for me. Perfect. Yeah, I got to check a grinder on my way back. I just need to get in good with a company and then just get them to, you know, just ship one to my place, bro. Have a great day and night, all. Thanks for the thumbs up. Have a great time doing what you do. Stay awesome. Thank you, Ramsey. Silence. 5-star Folly's got a lawnmower blade to make a knife out of. Yeah, I need to get a forge to do that. But, or at least a kiln. Do some heat treat work. Soften it up, do the work. Reharden it. Do the work. Get you a house-made grinder. Yeah, how much? How much? 3,000-4,000? I'd be looking at the more in the 1 to 2 range. It's kind of what I'd like to try and see if I can do. Not that I'm trying to chintz out. If I'm trying to Temu it out, obviously I can get something for like $200. I do want to spend some money. What's up, Ground Fog? Catching it right at the end, bud. Always good to see you, though. But yeah, the one that I was looking at was like $1,1700. Can't remember the name right now. Will Laser Ghost have knives for sale at the show or just taking orders? I think he's going to have 6 at the table to sell. Donnie, are you still in here? I think he's going to have several at the table to sell. But in normal circumstances, like if you get a hold of Donnie at Laser Ghost right now, you're going to be getting on the books. Basically, if you get on the books, you're going to be waiting probably 6 months before he's making your knife on the books because he's popular and that's how it works. But he will have... Yeah, Grateful says he's going to have some. So I think he's going to have like those 6 that we saw the picture of that he's working on right now will be available for first come, first serve. I think he had 7 or 8 in Atlanta last year, and they all sold. The Vivor 1x30. I'm searching for a. I'm looking to go straight to a 2x72. Yeah, see, this is what I'm trying to avoid. And not that, I mean, maybe it does work all right. But the $200 Vivor, here's the 2x $900. 2x72 for 800. Talking to Donnie about it, and it's kind of like the buy once, cry once kind of a thing. Viva Las Vegas. Yeah, I saw that on his site, not taking orders. Yeah, because he's backed up several months. You can get on his books if you start chatting with him. But yeah, if you go on his Instagram, you can chat with him. You can get on the books, but it's going to be a while. Because he only can make like 4 or 5 of them a month. It's like literally, that's his full-time deal. But that's what that's the reality is he's got booked. He's booked out probably till next year. Which is awesome because he's got some really cool stuff and people will get on those books and then they'll wait. The way it works is you get on his books, you don't give him money. You don't give him money till the knife is complete. But he'll do customizations and wild shit too, which is really cool. But get a hold of him on the Instagram. You'll see him at the show. John, make sure you come find me. Housemade is a lot of options. He'll be at Blade Show. Isn't the Housemade stuff like $3-4 grand? Like those are like jump up just another echelon of pricing. I am into that buy once, cry once kind of a scenario, but it doesn't mean I need to get something that's absolutely, you know what I mean? Yeah, hit his table first thing Friday early, John, for sure. And you'd be like, okay, this is rad. I want one. My budget is so locked right now. If I didn't have to buy a ticket and all the stuff to get down from Minnesota down to Atlanta, it'd be easier to, you got to spend $1,000 on the flight and the hotel and all that stuff. Housemaid made a lot of options. $1,400 for a housemaid. That's kind of in the range. Grateful Dong went to his house to get the pry bar. Laser Ghost pry bars are sick, dude. That video where he takes his pry bar and he chisels right into his vise on the table, like, wow. Okay, that is a pry bar. That is cool. But yeah, if you pay attention to his his Instagram, Laser Ghost Knives, you can see those knives in process. He'll kind of show you as he's making them, and you'll see some updates. And yep, we're only a few weeks away. Flying in from Oregon and hotel. Yep, I'm Minnesota. That's my pry. That's my pry. Yes, it is. Do we got a picture? Who's that one's Hate Nate? Is that one in it's probably in Hot Knives. Is that where it is? Nope. It's not in. Oh no, it is. There it is. John, check it out. Laser Ghost pry bar on the far left with the Terry 1931 leatherwork slip. We got an ABW slippy right there with another slip. I don't know where that one's from. You got your Chavez. This is a Hate Nate shot. 65 HRC. Cut through whatever the hell you want with that bad boy. sick, dude. Yeah, John, he literally has this pry bar and he takes it to his table vise and just starts chiseling metal right out of it. It's like, dude, that's choice. Lancelot leather with your ABW slip. Cool. Thanks, Hey Nate, for the info. And thanks, Hey Nate, for the super chats. And thanks, Grateful Dong, for the memberships. And both of you and Thomas, Magnus Lutz Ho, Magnus Lutz for life. Much appreciation to the top supporting Magnus Lutz. They are fantastic. Thanks to everyone else. Donations, memberships, lurkers, subscribers, folks that just hang out. Each and every one of you, I appreciate this community. You're all fantastic. Very excited to hang out with everybody in Atlanta. That's going to be here before we know it. Thursday, Saturday morning coffee and Thursday lives like this. And then I'll be doing some Tuesday lives for a little while. Won't be on the Monday lives. Monday League starting up next week, so I'm going to be helping out with that for a while. But Stacy, take care. Thanks for all the great time. Love all of you. Love you, Stacy. Everybody. John with the $5 at the end. Little full lefty Strix shout out for John. Probably one of my favorite knives right here. Sparrow Strix. They're going to be in Texas as well. If you don't have anything from them, might want to run over that table too. Thank you all so much. Magnus Lutz Ho, you guys are great. Everybody, we had a good time tonight. I really appreciate you. Excellent for my mentality. This is important to me. Again, hence you notice I've got the capabilities, but I don't have the monetization on. I do that so that we can just keep flowing. YouTube really does not like it, and the channel has not grown since I stopped monetizing my live streams, but I am here for specific reasons, and I'm glad to be here. I'm glad you're all here. Thank you very much. Have a great night. Grateful, get a hold of me. Let's mess around with some dinosaurs. Anybody else who wants to get in on it, it's a really fun video game. And we can get on Discord, because you can only type chat on the game and some of the servers, but we can set up a Discord room so we'd be able to talk while we're grouped up. We could have a good time. Best live stream, favorite live stream.
If you know it all, then why did you tell me lies? Just when I saw the light you brought, mortified. I've had enough, this is the end of the line. You're out of my life and I feel just fine.
Awesome stuff, bro. Vocal lyricism. All right, everybody.